I'm gonna say this, and y'all may disagree, and I don't give a flying damn. Do you hear me? I don't care. But I'm gonna say this: Charlie Kirk deserve a holiday. He do, because you know what? He was so brave to go to those universities where so many other people was afraid to go speak politics because they was afraid of being shut down. He spoke on matters that so many people were afraid to speak on because they were afraid of being canceled. He spoke the truth. He spoke of life. And y'all don't like that. This man have taught me so much over the years, literally, that it hits home. Spoke so much of the truth, and y'all only wanted division. Y'all didn't want to take his words for the truth that it was. Y'all wanted to spin it to be of evil. This man deserves a holiday. This man died at 31 years old. His wife is mourning his loss. His children are growing up without a father. This man deserves to be known and continue to be known for generations for the work that he has done. May his soul rest with Jesus Christ. Charlie, we love you and we have appreciated everything you've done, and may your soul rest in peace. Again, this man deserves a holiday.
Wow, this lady brought up some very, very strong points, about Charlie Kirk. He did go out to universities and wasn't afraid to speak his mind, and he allowed others to debate with him, to discuss, to let them voice their opinions. And he debated. Doesn't mean that he convinced others of what he believed, but he allowed them to have a platform where they can express their minds. And he did this, and he went over to universities, and he shared his opinion. Now, many people didn't like what he had to say. Many people didn't like what he had to say, but he said it. He was unashamed of his faith. He was unashamed of his beliefs. And he brought a lot of hard truths. Now, this could be debated, but the real question is, does Charlie Kirk deserve a holiday? Well, we have Martin Luther King, who did a lot for the civil rights movement. We have a holiday. The U.S. has a holiday for him. And but to answer the question, and like I said, she brought up a lot of good points. But for me, at this point, I would disagree. Charlie Kirk shouldn't have a holiday. And here's my reason why. My reason is just the simple fact that I don't think we need to have a holiday to remember somebody, because holidays tend to, let's say, not, we tend to take it too lightly. And when we get a holiday, we just look at it as a paid day off and a chance to go on vacation, or a chance to go away, chance to have a barbecue, a day away from work. But we really don't take the chance to really remember why we have the holiday. We have Juneteenth, and many people celebrate Juneteenth in the US, but a lot of times it's for barbecue. In Canada, we have Remembrance Day. It's not some people get off and some people don't. We wear the poppy. We have a few minutes of silence, remembering war veterans and stuff like that, and then we just go on with the rest of the day. A recent holiday that came to Canada is called the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, that acknowledges the first people on the land of Canada, but not just that, the many Native Indians that were abused and died from abuse. And there's a National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. That's what they call it. But a lot of people just see it as another day off. And if Charlie Kirk was to get a holiday, and I'm not saying that, I don't know if there's any talks of it. It's just, I just saw the video, and it just made me wonder if it was a possibility and whether it should happen. I just don't think a holiday is a way to keep the memory of Charlie Kirk. I don't think a holiday is needed, because I think he will be remembered. You could have, name a center for him. name a building for him, have a statue, things like that, without it actually being a holiday. I think holidays get downplayed a little too much, in my opinion. Even the regular stuff, like you look at Christmas, right? Christmas is about the birth of Christ, but what do many people do at Christmas? They focus all on shopping, they focus on vacations, they focus on all other things except the birth of Christ. You have Easter, where Easter is to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but many people consider it just a vacation to get away, or it's about the Easter bunny, Easter eggs. Holidays tend to, we tend to lose the purpose of some holidays. And I'm not saying everybody, and I'm not saying all holidays, but it's just, even Thanksgiving, a lot of times it's about football. And it's just the way it is. I don't think Charlie Kirk should have a holiday, but he should be remembered in some kind of way that we don't forget the legacy that he left in America. Anyway, what say you? Do you think Charlie Kirk should get a holiday in the near future? Put in the comments whether you agree or disagree with the TikToker and what she had to say. Share and subscribe to Born with Purpose. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. All right, God bless.